Hi, this is Magic Slayer. We're here on Empyrion, and I'm sitting here at Cheaty McCheaterson's base of creations to do the first episode ever of my creator showcase. Now, one of the things with my creator showcase is I want to showcase original designs, not ones that are based off of movies or TV shows or video games, but one that people actually created from scratch. Just had an idea and turned it into something awesome. Now, for this first episode, I wanted to showcase first person's blueprints I had downloaded from the workshop. So, without much further ado, here is Push Button's ships. And let me tell you, they are pretty awesome. All right, without much further ado, this here is the first vessel. It's a small vessel. It's called Low Cost, and as you can see, there's not too much to it. It's fairly simple. It's actually pretty cool. I like its design and simplicity. Let's take this thing out for a test spin here. Pop out in the third person so that way we can kind of see it fly. And it kind of, it has a really good feel. It's pretty fast too. The only downside is it tends to tip a bit. Whoa! Oops. As if I can fly. There we go. Now here are the stats for people who are wondering. It's not too bad. Next up, we have bike number 1. This is another fairly simple design. As you can see here, has four full storage containers, a mini constructor. You have your generator, your fuel tank, and your core there on the bottom. An RCS in front with a spotlight. Here's the stats on this one. Next up here we have the Raider. And this is one I'm actually quite anxious to try. It's basically guns with rocket boosters. I really like this one. I can't wait. I'm kind of interested in how the glass helps. So everything's covered. A lot of the main components are covered in glass panels, which makes sense as far as being fired upon. You only, when you hit enemies straight on, you have the glass panels. Now this one I'm going to fly in third person here. I have it armed. I want to go find some trouble here. So, let's see, these are the missile launchers. Ooh, look at that. Alright, let's try. Ooh, nice. These are the pulse lasers. Go back to the missiles here. This thing's pretty good. It can take a hit. And it can dish out just as much as it takes, too. These are the rail guns. Boom. Buy a drone. Oh yeah. The Gatling guns. And plasma cannons. Nice. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. They just melt right through all that. As you can see, not too much damage. This thing can take it as much as dish it. Here you go, if you're wondering what the technical stats are. There you go. Alright, next up we have the two miners. We have V1 and Miner 2. This one here is Miner 2. Me personally, I personally like this one a little bit better because the drills are off to the side here, where version 1 has them tucked in. And I'll show you the difference here. Let's hop in version 1. One thing I really like about this is it handles really, really nice. Oh yeah, look at all that ore I'm getting. And if you're like me and you like to get yourself stuck, this thing has a booster. Boom. Whoa. You just pop yourself right out of the hole and take off. Now, I'm not entirely sure why the change was made between version 1 and version 2, but let's see how version 2 handles. Oh, and just in case you were wondering, here's the stats. Alright, here's version 2. Now, it could be that the offset drills help the drilling and stabilization, so that would be my guess. As you can see, it's fairly quick. We're getting a lot of ore right off the bat. And oh yeah, I dug myself a nice hole. Now, let's use the booster to get out of here. Woo. Oh, I need to drill this way a little bit. Alright, and for those of you who are wondering, these are the stats here. Again, I believe it's fairly similar to the other one. I think the only thing that was changed was the drills were offset, which I actually like that better. It feels a lot nicer when drilling, so there's that. Alright, now we're up here to the big boys. These are the capital ships here. And this is the Tier 1. As you can see, it's not a overly complicated one. Looks like it's one that you can get fairly early off. Walking around on the top here, showing off the minigun turrets and the two cannon turrets on the side. There and right there. Let's hop into the inside of this. You got your warp drive here under glass, which I kind of like this. I kind of like the idea of having it under like that. You know, RCS there. You got plenty of storage in this one. It's not too bad. Air constructor, more storage, O2 tanks, health station, and your oxygen station, along with a fridge and food processor. Cloning. 2 passenger seats, kind of look like 2 comms. And then you have your main seat. There's also, and I like this touch, I just found this out actually. It has a way to come down here. Almost like kind of like a maintenance bay. It's kind of cool. Got your 2 generators there. These are the stats, just in case you were wondering. There's the ship in its entirety. Alright, this is what the ship looks like with the ramps pulled up. And it handles pretty nice. It almost handles like a small vessel. And it, as you can see there on the back, there is a little spot for, you know, hover vehicle, anything like that. Just descend that ramp and then just plop it down on there. We are all loaded. Alright, next up is the E-Babel capital ship. This one is a beast. Absolute monster. As far as aesthetics, I like this one probably the best, because I'm a fan of blue. I kind of like the color blue. It's kind of cool. And this thing is as blue as it gets. So we got storage here. This one doesn't have as much storage as the other one, but it does have a lot of fuel tanks, which I got fully loaded here. It has one oxygen tank with the oxygen dispenser. Which I need a little bit here. It has 2 passenger seats off here to the side on the glass. So when you're sitting here as a passenger, you can see pretty much underneath you, the side of you, and above you, which, hey, that's pretty snazzy. Same way with the other side here. You got your refrigerator, your medical station. Oh, apparently I need health. Ah. Your food processor, your refrigerator's over there, and the cockpit. Here's the stats. And this is what it looks like with all the ramps pulled up. Now there is one thing that I noticed with this capital ship, is this hole right here. Now, I first thought, well, maybe he forgot to put something there. But what he didn't put here is a repair bay. And you can simply craft a repair bay and plop it in. The good thing about him not including it is it lowers the cost of the ship. There we go, I just added the repair bay, and as you can see, it fits in there quite nicely. And it works good. Now I lowered the ramp here, and I'm going to fly the other hover vehicle up on top there and show you how that docks. Whee! You can bring your ramp up and fly it anywhere you need to. So there we have it. There's push buttons creations here. Now there were a couple that I didn't show. Actually, I think it was just one, which was just looked like a variation of one of the stock ships. Which, you know, like I said, I want to keep it to original creations. Well, this concludes my first ever creator showcase. If you'd like to have your creation showcased here, go ahead and put a link to your Steam Workshop page down below, and I'll look over them, I'll review them. They have to be original. I'm not looking for ships that are modeled after a sci-fi or video game or anything like that. They have to be your own creations. And if you like what you see here, please like and subscribe for for YouTube, and upvote and follow for VidMe. And if you'd like to support what I'm doing, please visit my Patreon page. The link will be down below. All right, guys. Until next time, safe journeys.